I don't think Biden's been too specific on anything yet on China because he hasn't taken off the tariffs, but he hasn't imposed new ones either. I think he's mired in the potential of another, pandemic issue with Delta in the fall, and so he's getting a lot of political pressure there. There hasn't even been a scheduled meeting with the two leaders, China-U.S. yet. I'm looking at the sell-off, in terms of these listings, these interlistings. That very often the structure itself, it's not really a Chinese company. It's a Bermudian company with a service agreement with China, and it's listed on the NASDAQ. I mean, if you really dig deep, these are not the traditional U.S. listings, and that's why the regulators are starting to talk about auditing the auditors and putting more pressure on them. But here's the bottom line. Forget all that stuff for a second. If you look at the growth quarter over quarter of any of these companies, it hasn't stopped. The services haven't changed. Nothing's changed in terms of the user behavior in any of those markets. So all of this, all it did was compress price earnings ratios. It's all that's happened. The growth has not stopped. And so if you look at it pragmatically, like I do, I say to myself, wait a second. Is Tencent not providing music to Asians? No, it remains the same. Do people still buy? Is their propensity to buy an Alibaba change? No. And so probably 2 years from now, when this thing gets resolved, or even less time, we will look back at these as great buying opportunities. And the companies are not being removed from the service platform. There's no one else to replace them. And deep inside of me, I'm saying to myself, any Chinese regulator or government official does not want to cripple their tech sector. So it's a whole bunch of BS as far as I'm concerned. But it's still changed the market. And I think for me, I don't want to sell those shares. I'm going to keep the ones I've got in all of those service companies, and if not, add more, because I think the government's done us a favor and put them on sale.